This was from a couple of different biochemists who were looking at, and I'm not sure, I'd really have to go back and ask these people why rice bran was so interesting to them at that time. But I mean, obviously, in Asia and Japan, they eat a lot of rice. And so I imagine at some point along the way, they said, well, wait a minute, we're throwing all this bran away. It's got to have usable material. And so there have been other papers showing that literally rice bran has thousands of different phytonutrients in it. Again, polysaccharides, amino acids, fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, elements, cofactors, metabolites. I mean, just a wide range of different components. But again, they focused in on the polysaccharide content of it. They looked at all these other materials and they said, yeah, but the polysaccharide is where the most information occurs. So I think that's the link, between the two different plants, is that if you look at both plants, aloe vera and rice, and then you drill down into both of those plants and look at what potentially is the most bioactive or informative for cells, and that is the polysaccharides. And so the same thing ended up happening on the rice bran side. They started looking at the polysaccharides that were contained within these rice bran, and almost the exact same story occurred. And again, this is happening in Japan and Asia, whereas the aloe vera stuff is happening in, Texas and the United States, two totally different parts of the world, but yet very similar things going on at the same time and very similar outcomes. The same thing happened with the rice bran. They showed all these incredible immune enhancing, immune boosting, immunomodulation effects due to consuming the rice bran. So I find that, there's something about synchronicity in life and how things just kind of flow, if you will. And if you allow things to flow, they come together. To me, that's kind of how I look at myself. Like I turned out to be sort of like the beacon, if you will, between connecting these two different worlds, because none of these people knew each other, but yet somehow it all came together for me at the University of Miami, where I was able to piece these two things together from two different parts of the world. So, but the common theme or the common connection is really, again, besides all their other incredible effects, but it's how linking these materials to our immune system results in such incredible enhanced immune function. And for me, that's really the key to all this, and I think if anything, COVID taught a lot of people that, obviously your immune system is very important for just defending against infection. That's one angle to this, or one side to this, but the other side to the immune system function. And I hope people just, if they've had an experience with COVID or whatever that's all about, but is recognizing that if you don't have a functional immune system, then you can't defend yourself against COVID or the flu or rhinoviruses or bacterial infections or fungus or anything. You really have to have a very significantly potent immune function to be able to defend yourself against all those things. But also the other thing that really we focused on a big part of our research in, and that is the crosstalk that the immune system has between all of our major organ systems or other major organ systems.